Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Manarino, and yeah, another record high for the S&P 500. No surprise, I explained to you this morning that despite stock futures pointing towards a lower open, we had just enough bad economic news to push this stock market higher. Crude oil was also higher earlier today. So let's talk about a few things that happened. Just kind of, I guess no surprise, but it's just too stupid to be stupid. All right, well, the too stupid to be stupid is yet again, bad economic news manages to push the stock market to, well, the S&P 500, the broader index, to a new all-time record high. And it's not done either. It's going higher. So is crude oil. You will continue to see pressure on precious metals. You will continue to see pressure on cryptocurrencies. I want to read a few things to you so we can laugh together. Yeah, you know how I like that. So this is what we got today. So we found out again, the jobless claims unexpectedly rose. Oh yeah, and that's bad enough news to push stocks higher because the Fed's going to backstop the entire thing. Now, here we go. We found out today that, this is no surprise either. Healthcare costs are ballooning. That's another aspect of things that you are not supposed to know. As a matter of fact, I'm going to read this to you. This is how it was being reported. Healthcare costs posted its largest rise since 2009. Let's pick three people who will not tell you that. The president, Larry Kudlow, and Peter Navarro. No, you're not supposed to know that at all. There's several articles on this. Rising healthcare costs power U.S. consumer inflation. But remember the narrative. There is no inflation. No. And products are not shrinking either. Now this, to me, right here, is the creme de la creme. Yesterday, and for those of you that watched Yellowstone, Powell's talk, you will back me up on this. He said on live TV that the current environment was not sustainable. But today, less than 24 hours later, this is what he says. It's a sustainable economic picture today. Yesterday, no. But today, it's sustainable. How many of you would be willing to bet that Yellowstone had a little sit down and talking to by the powers that be, including the President of the United States, who just can't stop lying to you? No one can. The environment of lies, the environment of distractions, distortions, misinformation, mainstream media trying to brainwash you into things that aren't true, manipulating your every thought, your every single breath. That's what this comes down to. And the fact that we have a 100% managed market. Did you watch that little drop off today? Stocks were kind of hovering around whatever they were. Then all of a sudden we dropped down I forgot what it was percentage-wise. Then all of a sudden it got bought up and went positive. I just happened to be short the market at that point, and I did well on that one trade. But earlier, I'm not going to lie. Earlier today, I was getting my butt kicked in this market. That little flash crash helped save me. That's the truth. I entered 3 trades today. Again, earlier I was down pretty big. I would have had a very unhappy day had I not made up those losses. Anyway, that's the game. I did well today. I'm not going to complain. Okay. So here's the scenario, people. Again, despite bad economic news, stocks will go up. The Fed has not yet begun to start pumping this market like Yellowstone said yesterday. That's another reason why stocks finished higher today, why we get a new record. The market knows, market participants know, doesn't matter anymore. Even China doesn't matter. The market is going to be bought by the Fed, by the Wall Street banks. Unbelievable amounts of debt are going to be piled on your back, your children's back, and everybody else. And that was part of Yellowstone's narrative yesterday, that debts and deficits are ballooning. It's not sustainable. But today's good. The economic picture is great. today. Yeah, that's right from Yellowstone. So, should we believe him? Who do we believe? The President of the United States or Yellowstone? I mean, they're both on the same page, right? So explain to me, if you are a Trump supporter, who do we believe? They're both one. They have merged. Yeah, they have merged. And they are determined, both of these individuals, to flood the world with more debt to prop this up. I mean, look, we're in free fall. There's no doubt about it. And you know that for a fact that there are less people in the workforce than there were during the financial crisis. You're not allowed to know that either. No. Not one question will be asked of the president regarding that measure. And I would love to see someone have the guts to do it. And what would the president do? He would have to lie. But again, he's pretty used to that. I don't think there's been a bigger liar and thief in the history of politics than this guy. You want to have the fit and cry about it? Go to your safe spot? Go ahead. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. You want to yell and scream and personally attack me? Go ahead. Prove me wrong. Okay? Because I'm going to laugh. I really am. That's all I do. I laugh day and night at this nonsensical situation that we are stuck in, every single one of us. It's a comedy act. It's an absolute circus show, and the ringleader himself is President Donald Trump in this environment. And it'll be, whether he wins or not, doesn't matter. It'll be passed on to the next clown, one of these Democratic hopefuls. You think it's going to make any difference with one of these creatures from the lagoon of hell? No, it's not going to make any difference with them either. In fact, debts and deficits are going to get worse. All they know how to do is take cash from these people and give it to these other people. It doesn't help anything. These are debt notes that these Democratic hopefuls want to move around from one group of people to another. That's really going to help. That's going to save us all. Sounds great. Where do I sign? You got to be an imbecile of the highest order to believe that one of these Democratic hopeful idiots has a clue. They don't. None. Zero. We lose. Or you can win by playing this game right. And this guy right here has told you how to do it, giving you every single tool you need to make it work for you. And I hope you're taking advantage of it. I know thousands of people all over this world are taking advantage of what I'm saying. And how do I know that? Because I hear from everyone, from people from all over the world every freaking day. Anyway, I'm getting kind of zany over here in this environment. It's just too much. It really is. It really is too much. Healthcare costs ballooning, debts and deficits off the Richter scale, debt acquisition on an unprecedented scale, our economy in free fall, manufacturing falling off a cliff, service sector falling off of a cliff. People aren't earning anything to keep up with the rate of inflation, for which there is none. Don't you dare go against that narrative, because there's no inflation. You know that, despite healthcare costs ballooning, despite the cost of everything going up, despite the packages getting smaller. No, that's not what's happening here. Oh, and the unemployment numbers, oh yes, the lowest in history. Unless you want to look at the real number, the labor force participation rate, which is lower now than during the financial crisis. You can't make this stuff up if you try to. This is some kind of twisted reality that you are in. And if you believe that the two heads of the same snake are going to help you, well, then you're even more lost than you even know you are. And that's the vast majority of the people. They are so clueless in this environment. But me, I'm richer today than I was yesterday. And I haven't had a single losing trade in, I don't know, a couple of weeks, not one that I can recall. Day. I'm sorry. I was down earlier, but at the end of the day is what matters, right? Who cares if you have a losing trade earlier, for which I did. It's how we end up the day. And me, this environment's making me richer every freaking day. Every day. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you, all of these, Peter Navarro. Thank you, Larry Kudlow. Thank you, Yellowstone. Anyway, this guy loves all of you. I think this video has been important. Let's see the asinine comments I get from those that can't take it and they got to go suck their thumb. Watch. Yeah, that's what they're going to go do. You're programmed to do that. You must comply. When Greg says something negative about your hero, you have to blow your stack off. You must comply. You have to write something negative here. Remember what I'm telling you. You must do it. Because you're a zombie drone and you have no choice. I still love you anyway. I'm out of here. See you in the morning.